Hi guys, it's Alexa here with Kelowna now, and I'm getting to sit down with Tara, owner of Crimson Hair Salon, and we are here for another episode of Style File.
Style Files!
And we have some guests.
We do today. Joining us is Sally.
And Susan.
And Susan, sure.
We are going to talk about everything extensions.
Yes.
I've personally had extensions a few times, a few different styles, but since I haven't had extension in a couple years, there's some new, brand new, like a couple weeks. Tara's new also at learning about some of the new exciting extension. So yeah, I'm just here to learn and help ask questions that you might have. So
yes,
where should we start?
Well, I'm going to start OGs, and then we're going to work into the new, because there's some very new, exciting new techniques. Yes, I love doing extensions. They just bring so much more to like color and cuts and styles and transitions and do things that maybe you couldn't normally do. But I do find that because I don't think a lot of people know how many different kinds there are, for one. And there's a reason why there is, because people with finer hair, thinner hair, thicker hair, they want more fullness, layering, coloring. There's so many different techniques that you can do. And it is overwhelming when there's like, I've got 1, 2, 3, I think I have like 8 different types of extensions in front of us today. Yeah. So it's important to know the difference, why we would recommend which ones for you. Also, it's all about hair safety. We would never put something in your hair that would damage your hair more. So when you're talking to your stylist, ask them all the questions, and I'm going to go over all the different kinds we have and why we would use them. Okay. So you're a 90s baby. Well, yes, we grew up in the 90s.
Yes.
So Clip-ins. You remember these bad boys. Honestly, these are the OGs. Yeah. These are the OGs. I think these are one of like the first hair extensions that came out. We're seeing, less and less of them, but you would be surprised when and where these are still being used. Yeah. Like celebrities for sure, little clip-ins. We use these mostly nowadays on our wedding parties. So for brides that want a little bit more fullness in your updo, in your length, it's just in for the day. Yeah. It's not a commitment. You take it out at the end of the night. You can reuse them, curl them, straighten them, everything. But like, gosh, do you remember like back in the day, like Snooki would just like backcomb her hair and just, you would backcomb it and you'd have this like poof out the side to like lock these things in. They are great though. And you know what? I do still use these if I'm going to Vegas and I want a little bit more fullness or just something quick and easy.
Depending on an event.
If you're going to a wedding, you have a gala, you have a function, these are awesome. You can color them.
It's like less commitment.
It's not, exactly. It's not a commitment at all. Even if like halfway through the night, if they're like hurting your head and you're over it, pull them out. Like, my God.
Have you been that girl that has hair coming out of their purse?
Oh, all the time. I'm like in the car and I'm like, and we're done. Like instant, like my Uber driver's like, what is going on back there? I'm like, woo, the night's done. So clip-ins, there is a place for you still. I feel like they'll always.
I like them.
No damage, easy peasy. Clip them in, clip them out.
Well, you can kind of add more as you go, too.
Yeah.
Like, I just want a little length.
Like, totally. Little fullness. Like, nothing crazy.
Okay.
From there, they kind of hybrid this. Yeah. This is a little bit newer, and it kind of is taking over a little bit for the clip-ins, I would say. This is the Halo. Yes. So you can see it's a lot more of a fuller commitment versus just these little pieces that you kind of have to like puzzle into your head. Yeah. This you just stick on and curl in. It's actually awesome. This little fishing line, and
but there's clip-ins, aren't there?
Sometimes they do have little clips. Okay. You're right. If you want. Actually, this is from one of the girls at work, and she wore this for her wedding. So she popped it in, and same thing. She just curled in her updo that she was doing for her wedding. The hooks are adjustable, so you can adjust this wire for your head. And it's very weightless, and it just like lays on there. So you put it in like you would a headband. And then you just pop your layer over top here, and it just like seamlessly blends in. It's gorgeous.
Maybe I'm just
Do you want to try it?
I was going to say, yeah. And maybe I'm just not good at doing my own hair, but how do you get the little...
It's going to sit like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then obviously this is the perfect match. And then all you do is you take this over. Did you backcomb? What do you got in here right now?
I don't know. Knots. Okay. You might want to give up on...
you're going to put, if your hair is nice and brushed, you're just going to pull that hair over. And it's just going to lay over top of it. So if your hair is brushed and washed.
I did last night.
And it's just going to lay over, and you just hide these little pieces over top here. Usually someone has a layer. Oh, my goodness me, oh my. I'm just.
So I'm calling the Crimson Hair Salon
I know.
later.
There we go.
Hey,
you can see the wire a little bit. Yeah. Obviously, we would tailor this a little bit more, but you would just brush that through.
So I could become a redhead for a day.
That looks just great. Yeah, this is just blended beautifully. I just love this for you. But it's pretty light, hey?
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot heavier.
No, and it is a lot of hair.
Yeah. But can you buy different, like...
Oh, gosh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Less heavy?
Yes, you can. This one definitely has, like, 3 layers, and it is quite thicker, but you can buy different weft sizes for sure. Basically, it goes by gram sizes. So you could do
feels nicer
on
my own hair.
And then obviously we would curl it, we would blend it, we would color it appropriately.
Halloween's coming up.
There we go. But if you look down, it's very seamless. I mean, you have a little bit of a bump there, but that's okay. That wouldn't be there. But it's a lot lighter.
2-second styling.
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
Yeah.
But it's a lot lighter than the clips.
Okay, so this is easy. This is like...
It's easy. It is. I know that wasn't a good example, but...
Yeah, well, it still was pretty easy.
But yeah, it is. And again, if at the end of the night you're like, I'm over this, you can just whip it off. Like, there's no commitment, no damaging whatsoever. If anything, back in the day,
I do like that.
The clips used to give you. Remember, because you'd clip them in the. I mean, we used to wear them every day and back home and clip.
Not good.
And remember, girls had little bald spots like from where the clips were.
That's when you hear the people say, "Don't get extensions."
I know. I hear it all the time.
But
the number one thing with extensions, if there is damage, is actually number one, the install on the stylist part.
Okay.
If the sections aren't clean and laying with the hair cuticle down, that's when you actually get the damage. And also, it is very important, like when we say we need to see you back in like 4 to 6 weeks.
You mean it.
We mean it. Because what ends up happening is it's growing out, and that's when the extensions start to shift because it's no longer attached right at the scalp.
Right.
And so when it's moving, that's when we're pulling, that's when we're getting the damage, we're brushing, it's popping out. So it is very important. I know everyone's like, oh, I'll push it. No, you're actually doing more damage than not. Yeah. So, but that's what we're going to get into with more of the permanent ones.
Okay.
So
those are
the easy, fun, peasy Halloween costume, whatever.
Can people buy these types of extensions from you guys?
Yeah. You can also buy these online too. Like, there's a lot of companies that carry these as well.
Will you color certain, like, I'm sure a certain level of...
Yeah. I mean, we can only do so much.
Yeah.
The thing about extensions is most of them, you have to remember, hair extensions come from like everywhere. So also when you're picking your extensions, there's Indian hair, there's Asian hair, there's Russian hair. So they're all sourced from different places in the world. I have a lot of Indian clients. Use Indian hair. It goes with the texture of your hair. For someone like you, you're a little bit more lighter, blonder. I would probably use like Russian hair. It's going to be a little bit more like similar to your hair texture.
I didn't even know that was a thing to consider.
Yeah, definitely. And so
where you're from.
Yeah. And different brands carry different sources and stuff. The other thing about this hair is if you are wanting to color it to color match, most of the hair extensions have been chemically processed for about 30 to 40 days. Wow. So they have been pushed to their limit and like put in their cuticle in the same direction. There's sometimes different hair bundles in there. So when you are coloring them, I highly suggest not doing it at home.
No.
So
you're going to ruin a very nice pair that are expensive and you can't get back.
So with your stylist, they'll use like a semi or a demi color just to kind of get the tones a little bit more closer. But extensions come in so many different colors now. It is pretty easy to like color match to your hair type. So it's come a long way. Okay,
so let's go permanent.
Let's go a little bit permanent. So The first ones I ever learned were tape-ins, and I still honestly truly love them. So tape-ins, this is what they look like. You can have one.
Do you actually tape them in?
Yeah, well,
Glue
it's
them
called
in?
tape-ins. So it is an adhesive just at the band here. You can see there.
Yeah.
So they're about 1 inch, and you can see how flat they are. So this is probably one of my favorites and first stepping stones into somebody that is wanting to go into the extension world. These ones are reusable. So what ends up happening is we tape them in, and then as they grow out, we just take them out. We replace the tape and we put them back in.
Oh, cool.
So if you are taking good care of your hair, this hair should last about a good year. So you're really able to use them. And like if you want to take a break, we should be putting this.
This is more my color. I do want to be this blonde.
Right? But here's the thing. For someone like you, if you wanted to be more blonde and your hair can't handle it, you could put these in.
Yeah, and just pop the blonde.
Yeah. So actually, if you take your halo out, I'm going to show a little fun trick that I love. Because I think sometimes when people think extensions, they think this long mermaid hair. They think, 22 inches of fullness. Yeah. Not everybody wants that, and not everybody needs that. And especially if you're new to extensions, I always put like 2 to 3 in where you need them. See how you like them, because obviously now you have something attached to your head. So yeah, you could pop this in just in the front there. And you can see how much that filled in that little gap. So a lot of people do have
or sometimes I think most blondes, you want the blonde in the front, right?
Yeah,
so instead of doing the whole back, pop the color.
Pop the color in there. Yeah. So I have a lot of clients that just have 3 or 4 of these in the front. Oh. And because the back of your head's always going to be full. Yeah. Right? We always get breakage around the front. We get fineness around the front.
Baby hairs,
know. So plus we have we all have those little bald spots in here that don't come down and to fill in the face framing. So this is a great way to just pop this in and fill it out. So these ones are really cool because basically what we do is we put a piece in, we put a light piece of your hair in between, and then we sandwich it on top. So you can do it that way. Okay. So that'll be a little bit thicker. And by thicker, I mean this is hardly anything. This is how thick it is, which is why I love these, because when they're in your hair, they're flush to your head. We can also do them single-sided. So if you're matching the density of someone's hair down here, maybe we don't need that, so you can do them single-sided. And then you can also cut these. So you can cut them in half. So let's say we did that. Maybe we just need them like that. So we can go a little bit closer to the hairline without seeing them in there.
And that makes it thicker, right?
It does make it thicker, and then also a little bit finer so that you're not seen in the front. Because the last thing we want to do is put hair extensions in someone's hair and see them. We've all seen someone, and you're like, it is so hard for me. I'll be on an airplane.
So you go try and fix it.
Anytime I travel, because you're sleeping, you've got the pillow head, and all of a sudden I see this ladies' extensions popping out, and I'm like, do I say it? Do I not say it? Do I say it?
You say it.
Sometimes I'm like, hey, I do do one of those, and she's like, oh my god, thank you. You gotta look out for each other out there. Oh, so, but that
would be me.
When I'm 14-hour flight though to Thailand, I'm I don't even care. Yeah. I don't even care anymore. So these are really cool. So this is what actually they look like in someone's hair, because I did some examples. And actually these ones, obviously, we are not color matching today. These are just extensions that I had
for
my dahlias. Yeah. So that is what they look like in the hair. So really seamless, really flat. You do them in a row like that, or if you're just doing them in the front, you can piece them out. Obviously in a row, it's going to give you more fullness. You can see when it's falling down here, how it's building that fullness in the perimeter. Whereas as we just did one in the front, it would just be to fill in the gaps. This is she just is she's shy.
I know.
So they're very light. You can flip them upside down and stuff. So these are also really good if you're someone that likes to wear your hair up, likes to do a half up, half down. It is very light to hide these, whereas some of the other ones aren't as easy to commit to.
I have a workout question.
Yeah.
I like to do hot yoga.
Oh yeah.
So am I? When you get out of hot yoga and you're all sweaty and your head's sweating. So is that not good when you have extensions?
I mean, they're pretty resilient. Okay. The adhesives, if they didn't work through sweat, They'd be,
Okay.
especially because they're right on your scalp. So, like, they're fighting through all that oil in your head, right?
Yeah.
So, honestly, it is very, very rare I have someone come in with them, like, falling out or anything like that. If you're using proper hair care and doing what you're supposed to be doing to maintain these.
It is maintenance. People do have to realize that. I think sometimes, and I've been one of those where you get hair extensions and you're like, oh, I'm gorgeous.
I don't have to do anything now.
I just have to go back to the salon in a couple weeks and probably stretch it. And then, So, like, they are maintenance.
They are maintenance. And that's why anyone that is coming into the hair extension world, I am doing, like, a full consultation with them. I'm going through, do you work out every day? Do you have kids? Did you just have a baby? If you just had a baby, you're still going through your shutout. Probably not a good time to put extensions in. There's a whole routine with it. We go through what brushes to use, how to maintain your hair, how to wash it. Because, I mean, you can see this is attached to your scalp. When you're washing, you got to get, like, in between in here and make sure there's no, like, gunky bits in there too, right? So it is a little bit more maintenance, but as you wear them and, like, get used to them and stuff, it's like anything.
Just an extra little added step into your shower
routine. Anyone knew that I put extensions in, I'm like, call me in 2 weeks. Because at first you're like, you just added 400 grams of hair to your scalp. Like, you're like, what is going on here? And then you take them out and you're like, oh my gosh, I miss them so much. And you, like, immediately let them back in. So it is a little bit of a...
But these are great because you can really, like, customize. Like, you can put, like you were saying, you could just do a little bit. Or you can go full head.
Crazy. It's like...
I'm like, who has long hair as a celebrity right now? I can't even think of anyone.
I know. Well, they change it all so much, but it's all of these extensions. Like, I could put these in today and take them out tomorrow. So that's why I like these ones where some of them are a little bit more of a commitment. So that's why these are really fun. And then, I mean, I've popped color, like pink and greens, and just, like, done little sandwiches underneath. So, I mean, before we would have to lighten the hair, put the pink on, it'd fade in like 2 weeks. And
I kind of like that idea. If you just want to, like, I don't know.
Little pop. I wish I have colored ones. I even have tinsel ones that are, I know.
Like Christmas time, holiday.
The holiday parties.
All that.
I know.
New Year's.
Like, 'tis the season.
That might be good for people like me who likes to change my hair color. But, you know, you're like, okay, slow down, Sally. You can't keep going brown and then blonde and then brown and then blonde. But a little pop of color, and then you just pull it out later. And I'm not worried about it being there forever.
I have probably at least 10 clients.
I just come in and do that.
Like, I did a balayage on them maybe like a year ago, and we've just been buying different colored extensions. So, like, their regrowth is a little bit darker and this is a little bit later. And then go blonde, we'll add some red in there, and it just, like, blends. It's beautiful. I wanted to bring photos, and then I realized it's all videos. So if you do want to see, go on my Instagram page. It's Tara Sub Hair or Crimson Hair Salon. There's so many before and afters on there that you guys will see. All these
a few photos into the article.
We will for sure. So those are the tape-ins. Those I love. Next up we have... Okay, next up, we'll kind of do these together because they kind of go hand in hand. So these are the tips, K-tips, I-tips. There's a couple different names for them. Weird. And then we have the fusions. Give it a go. So those are mostly going to be about a gram of hair each. So this is for our very, very fine clients because you can see it's a lot less hair per strand. What we're always trying to do with extensions is mimic the hair that's already on the head. Someone with finer hair, maybe you could see this tape through their hair, or it's too heavy of a weight. So this is where we go in with the K-tips or the fusion. So I'll start with the K-tips. So these are actually on with a bead. So we have, have you had these before? Do you know about these? I forgot the beads, but I do have it on the mannequin. So basically, you're just going to take the exact same amount of hair. So you're just going to take a gram of hair, and all we do is we loop a little bead through here. We pop it on, and then pinch it. So it's almost like, do you remember when you were younger and you had those, like, little, like, you know what I mean? I don't even know what those were. Those little, like, clip things that your mom used to put in you. It's literally the exact same thing. So these ones people do like because there's no adhesive. Sometimes people get a little freaked out with a permanent, like, tape or glue or, like, adhesive. So this is really good for somebody that
is afraid of that.
It happens. I get it. Maybe had something happen to you before.
Yeah.
But
you're more allergic to things.
Yeah, right? Because some people are allergic to the glue and stuff like that. So these are really great because you can see how fine they are.
Yeah.
So you can go quite close to the hairline. And again, have I done a full head of these in? Yes, I have. Yeah. Have I done just little problem areas in the front just to blend? I have as well. So these, same thing, zero commitment. I can take the bead out tomorrow. There's no like crazy madness.
How long did these ones last for?
Good question. So actually, I didn't even go over that.
Yeah.
The tape-ins, I would say, so think of like when your roots come in. Mm-hmm. So I say it depends per person, right? So like 5 to 6 weeks, 2 weeks or 2 months max, honestly. Because what happens is like when they're here, they start to grow out. Yeah, and that's when they start to loosen. So, and when you have them in, you will know when that, you're like, these are driving me crazy because they're no longer like, they're just like floating.
Well, yeah, and they're falling down. You're looking like the extension lady that you're like, your extension.
Exactly. Yes. And same with these. So they're just going to grow out about 2 months max. You're going to take them out. These ones you can reuse as well, about 3 times if you're lucky. The bead does squish the tip here. So we take out the bead. We cut that tip off and we can reuse it. Nice. So this one you can get 2, maybe 3 uses out of. Now, the fusion is a little bit different. The fusion is a little bit more of a commitment because it is a keratin tip and we're fusing it to your hair. So we go in with our little iron here. And so same thing, we go in, we're matching the density, we're doing 1-to-1. But instead of a little bead, we're actually melting this onto your hair. Yeah. So it is, we are using an adhesive, but it is a keratin base. So it's the exact same protein makeup as your hair. So these ones, actually, you can keep in your hair for 4 months.
Wow.
Yes. So if you are somebody that, it does take a little bit longer to put in the salon because you're doing a gram of hair per gram of hair. So you are sitting in the chair for a little bit longer, but you're coming into the salon for less time. So
depending on your...
it all kind of... So like the tape-ins, maybe an hour. The K-tips and the fusions a little bit longer, but you're coming in less. Yeah. So it all kind of like balances out in the end. But I love these. Yeah. I love these. For my girls that know what they want. They're committed to it. They've done extensions before. I love these. My mom has them. Again, they're very lightweight, and you don't see the bond. You might see the bead a little bit. I was just going to say, you
might see the bead, right?
A little bit. We have like 7 different colored beads, so you're always matching the colors. But these just blend right into your hair. And the cool thing is with these, because they're so tiny, you can customize, like you can do like 5 different colors, right? Like I'm never just doing one color in someone's hair. Like look at your hair color, right? You're blonde, but you've got highlights and lowlights and roots and this and that. Going on. So we're always matching. So I'm going to show you. Okay, well this is what the little beads look like. And I did the most obvious bead color I could find so that you guys could see it. Oh, can you even see that? They're just right there.
They're so little.
They're can't even see it. They are really little. I mean, that's the point. And then the fusions. Yeah, I love the fusions, honestly. I think
she's got a lot going on in that.
She has everything. I know. This girlie, she's just going for it. So these here are the fusions.
Oh, yeah.
So these ones are a little bit more stacked. Obviously, if we separated them, you'd get really like stringy, Mr. Noodly. So you do want to go quite close back to back when you're putting them in. You can see it's very like soft. The bead is honestly a bead in your hair. Yeah. So, I mean, when you are lying on your pillow at night, you do have a bead in your hair. Yeah. And sometimes you have 400 of them and sometimes you have 20.
Right.
So
keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. But also, if you don't want an adhesive versus an adhesive, again, these are 4 months. The beads are 2 months max kind of thing. So, but yeah, I love these. These are actually, I go in like little waves of which ones are my favorites and which, I don't know. It's funny. So those are the fusion. Yeah, my mom has them. She has very, very fine hair. We did have the tape-ins in her hair back in the day, and then as she actually kind of started thinning out a little bit more, you could see the tapes in her hair. So we now changed her to fusions, and it's way better. I don't even think the fusions were actually even invented when I graduated hair school.
Really?
So we just did the tape-ins. Yeah, it's fairly new. It's new. It's newer. It's newer. So
you have another.
I have more.
Actually,
well, no, we're not even there yet.
Okay.
We still have the wefts.
Oh, okay.
The wefts. I know.
I don't know what that is.
No. Okay, good. So the wefts are going to kind of mimic the halo, but more in a permanent form. So it's going to mimic this full density. You can see how many layers are in here. Yeah. So we have two different kinds of weft. We have the hybrid weft, or like ideal weft, where it's very stacked. This is for someone with really thick hair that wants that fullness. And then we have our volume weft.
Okay.
So this is more, I'm sorry, this isn't the prettiest one. It was in my trolley.
She needs a little bit of...
She needs a little TLC, but you can see this is a little bit finer.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be so sparsy. I'm sorry. So this is actually braided on the top, where this is more of a machine. It's actually a machine sewed in.
Yeah.
So when you actually get these ones, it comes in like a huge roll, and you measure it, and you're customizing and you're cutting it to the person's scalp.
Because our head's probably different.
Exactly. And then if you do want to take the layers apart, there's 3 layers stacked on each other. You can take them out to match the density. These guys are a little bit softer. They're braided, so you can't cut them. But if you do want to fold them on themselves and put them in for a little bit more thickness, you can. But you can see how much thinner these ones are versus how thick this one is. So these ones, we actually go in with our little beads like you would with the K-tips there. And we do a full mama.
I was wondering how they get in there or how they stay.
Yeah. So we bead it, and then we sew the hair onto the bead.
You're a seamstress.
We are, honestly, I say we're witches, and I say this all the time. We're mad scientists, we're witches, we're seamstress, we're magicians, we're creative stylists. Like, honestly, hairdressers, we got it all. So just saying. I don't like to brag, but... Do I have a master's degree? No. But do I know a lot about hair? Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. And you constantly, that's the thing with hairdressers, though, because there's always new, like this. You're always educating yourself.
Always. Like, think about how much this is just with extensions. Yeah. So this is just extensions. This is like one little tip of like my job. Yeah. Not like I haven't even gone to haircuts with you guys. Like, don't get me started. I would just be here all day. So again, this is not the color we would use, but you can see the sewing there. I used the white so that you could see against the thing. Yeah. So underneath here is our little beads. So if I lift this, and actually this is what we do, is we just sew that on there. So if I lift this up, come on, baby. Can you see the little beads there? Yeah. So there's little beads, and what we're doing, so again, this is no glue or adhesive. Yeah. So this is another good example for somebody that doesn't want adhesive.
Is this a longer process though? Because it feels like
it is a little bit.
Because like you're sewing, you're beading.
You're beading and then you're sewing.
Customizing.
So when you're first in someone's chair with the consultation and we're blending and we're cutting and we're sewing and we're figuring out what is going where, because you can do one. Some people just have one weft. Some people have 2. So maybe some people have 3. Yeah. It does depend. So the initial beginning of this is a little bit longer of a process. But once you're coming back in, take them out, put them back in. You're in and out in like an hour and a half. So same thing. These are going to grow with your hair. So about 2 months is kind of the recommended on this as well. And as this grows out, like you can see it's one big unit. So like this mama like calms down.
Yeah, it
like
starts to get heavy.
She's a little heavy. Yeah. This also too, I love this one for certain people. If you want to wear your hair up or like a half up, half down, right? Yeah. You can see where I'm going with this. Whereas these guys or the fusions, right? They're a little bit smaller and you can kind of hide them. I wear my hair up, or I would never wear my hair up, like honestly. Or if I'm like going to the gym, I just do like a messy bun and like you hide it that way. But if you're somebody who likes to
creative with scarves and
scarves, I do a lot of baseball hats. Honestly.
I was just gonna say I wear lots of hats.
Incognito.
People always laugh and go, Alexa's wearing a hat today, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, headphones, hat. Don't look at me.
No headphones.
So I mean, there is a time and place for everyone, and that's why there is this. So, and then you can see with this guy, this is a little finer. Like I said, we can stack it, but if somebody is wearing one of these, they probably only need like one or two. Mm-hmm. So this one, we can add length, but you're mostly filling in for volume and like fullness, not so much like lengthwise.
Yeah, see, I think my problem is, and everyone's so different. I have lots of hair.
You do.
I have thick hair.
You have thick hair.
But I want length.
The length. Then this one would probably be best for you because it's triple stacked because we're matching the thickness. If I went in with this on you, it'd be so fine and sparsy down here. Yeah. It wouldn't look proper, right? So that's why if you are someone like I could handle this one. Yeah. This one, same thing with me. It looks sparsy. Yeah. If I went in with something like the fusions, I would need probably like double than someone with finer hair. So we're always like customizing to what the person needs.
Okay, so I really think from what I've learned is that, let's say I want hair extensions, which every girl at some point in their life wants hair extensions. I think you should just go meet with your team.
Oh, 100%.
Because I think I'd rather come in, you look at my hair, and then you're the expert, and you can tell me what you think I should go with, rather than me just be like, oh, I just want this one, and go with it. Because I definitely think you'll like it, or you have a better experience if you...
Yeah, and I mean... I do know some hairstylists, they just know one hair extension, and that's great. Personally, I believe that there's a reason why these have all been created is because
we all have different problems.
Yeah.
Or want different results or different things.
Or like sometimes your hair can't handle this massive weft. Yeah. And you're wondering why you're having issues, right? Yeah. So personally, I like looking into all of them, and we do a consultation like no matter what. And if it's something that like I can't do, there's like 14 of us at the salon. Someone else can, or like get a second opinion about, or like do your research, ask questions. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. More than happy. Because it is a commitment. It is a luxurious commitment as well. So you want to make sure that you're spending the right money and time and energy on like hair that's good and proper for you. So
while protecting your hair that you have on your head.
Yeah. I have said no to some people because their hair was like too fine, or like they were going through things and they were having a shed out and stuff like that. So there is a time and place.
Or were maybe too long extensions that were in too long and didn't take care of them. Or
like to give your hair a break every now and again. So, and again, at-home hair care is like number one. Yeah. But that's like anything. I could give someone the greatest haircut ever, but if you're not going to like style it, it's not going to look the same as like the Jennifer Aniston photo you showed me, right? So it is important to know the maintenance of it and if that's something you're willing to commit to. Because honestly, I've had some like younger girls that wanted hair extensions, and they've come back and their hair's just like shredded because they're like 18 and they don't care, and they're swimming in the pool and they're coming back, their hair's green, and I'm like, girl, like you're spending all this money and like
why doesn't it look good?
Oh, it's so, and that's my name on your hair. You know, I don't want that. So you have to make sure that they're the right candidate. Or else...
Hair extensions, you must be 25 and older.
Well, I mean, but mind you, we only had the clip-ins, so we weren't that bad. But we do have one final one. Okay. This is the latest and greatest. I'm very excited to share
this. And you've just finished your class or your course, right?
Yes. This is new, so this is why we waited so long to do it. Yeah. So it is the UV hair extensions, which is wild. It is wild. So it is the same UV light as you do with your nails. So this little dolly's got them in, and honestly, you can find them. They're blonde, so you can see. But basically, these are so microscopically on. You can't even see them.
It's wild.
So basically,
like apparently that's one, but like couldn't tell you.
I know. You can go right into the hairline and you won't even see them. So this is amazing, and this is also for a very specific client. These are only going to last about like 4 to 8 weeks. Or no, sorry, like 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. So think of them as eyelash extensions.
And then you need to get them filled again?
Yes, exactly. So they're going to naturally shed out because basically when we're doing these extensions, we are just taking like freelance hair and just adhesing it on. Yeah. So like truly, if I wanted to cut a piece of your hair off and fuse it to my head, I can.
Well, isn't that wild? Another episode.
So you have your little adhesive, you take your very fine micro sections, very, very fine sections, and then we are just UVing it on. You can see.
So is this a faster process too?
This we're not doing a full head in. This is for if someone has like thinning areas or problem areas, or maybe just wants like to fill in their bang, or in those like very front, like I can go like right to your hairline and you do not see it. The adhesive is clear and you're basically just mimicking the hair to the hair that's on the head. So we're not like adding like a whole inch worth of hair. We're probably just doing about half inch, but we're fanning it and it's just sporadically going through the hair. So like you can't even feel them.
No, like
you can brush, you can do everything.
I couldn't tell you this lady, Susan or Susie, whatever we're calling you, has them in.
I know.
Like it's wild.
It's great. It's great. We've been
like I'm trying to find the lump or the...
So yeah, it is it's not a permanent one like this. They're going to shed out. But that's the whole thing. When you come back in, we're just refilling the areas and no damage. There's nothing to even like pull the hair out with because it's just going to naturally fall out like your natural hair would. It's incredible. I love it. So very specific clientele. Not everyone's going to need this and or want it. Yeah. But it is really cool because I have so many clients with old hair extensions and we can finally use them again. Because let's say like this bond is kind of, had its time. I can just we just cut the hair and just pop it in. So it's lovely. So
reusing.
I love
Bring
reusing.
Out your old
honestly, I do.
Extensions.
As long as it's real hair. Yeah. No fake hair.
No fake hair.
But I just, again, I just feel like a little sorcery wizard with all my gizmos and gadgets. I was like, do I have to wear glasses?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Did they say?
No, we're fine.
Your clients have to wear glasses?
No, nobody has to wear glasses. I just wanted to. I got my gloves and my glasses stuff. But yeah, and I mean, if you do want to take them out, there is a remover as well, but they're just going to naturally shed out. And I'm stoked on them because they're like the latest and greatest and so fun. So I hope that wasn't too much.
I mean,
but
I think I've learned more and it's making me want hair.
It's really fun. I think too, my biggest thing is so many people think that hair extensions are just this, the like long 24 inches, everything else. I probably do more like touch-ups or like fix-me-ups or like fine-tunage with just putting like a couple extensions in here and there. And it doesn't have to be a $1,200 service. No, like it can just be little pop-ins. Like I said, with your hair, you put a couple in the front here.
Lighten it up for length.
If you're growing out like a bob and you want it like a little bit longer, breakage.
I really think I don't know why more girls don't do the little pop of color or like the seasonal.
It's so fun.
I might have to do.
And it's zero commitment. Yeah. It's zero commitment. When you want them out, you just take them out. It's so easy. And if you're somebody that doesn't like color in your hair and you want to change it up, it's so easy.
Well, yeah, that's why I've always been nervous to go like color. Like I'll do brunette.
Yeah.
I won't do red, but maybe one day.
We'll put some red. Well,
but,
you can borrow this.
Maybe going red, but I love the thought of not actually dyeing your hair that color, like a pink or a blue. But I've always wanted to do a pop of
color. You could even do a whole weft of just pink underneath. Yeah, like it's so fun. So
the little girl in you can always live.
I know.
And also it's just fun to change your hair. And I think as a female, you just I don't know. It's not like saying that it's changing you, but you have like sometimes when you get your hair, you do something different. It's like
you feel good. Well, like season changes. I always say like it's fall right now. I'm wearing orange. Probably wouldn't wear this in the summer. I cut my bangs. I did my bangs. Yeah. I should have just done extensions. Yeah. I could do some extensions to the bangs, whatever. So, but I hope that helped. Yeah. And if anyone has any questions, please, we do free consultations. We can go over all this with you. And there's lots of stuff on our Instagram page of before and afters and stuff like that too. So reach out and let us know.
Yeah, and make sure if you have any just hair questions.
Yes, anything.
Tara is your girl, and the team there is amazing. So go support them. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
I always say